morning, Caitlin. My name is Ellen and I'm going to be your primary nurse while you're here in the ER today.
Hi, Ellen.
I just wanted to mention quickly that anything we talk about today will remain confidential unless I deem that it poses a risk to you or others, and I just wanted to make sure that's okay.
Okay, that sounds fun.
So what brings you to the ER this morning, Caitlin?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing for me to say this, but so I woke up this morning and my fist was all torn up and bloody. I think I might have a broken finger too. So last night I went out drinking and I think I got into a fight outside of the bar, but I can't really remember because I guess my memory is hazy from all the alcohol. I did drink a lot last night.
Ouch, that looks painful. Don't worry about being embarrassed though. I'm here to help you regardless of how you got here. How are you feeling now?
A bit hungover. I have a really bad headache and my hand is in a lot of pain. Obviously I'm never gonna drink again, but then I've woken up like this I don't even know how many times, but I never stop.
So what I'm hearing is that your drinking often makes you feel bad the next day, and sometimes you wish you could quit drinking as much as you do. Do you mind if we spend a few minutes discussing your drinking so I can understand what is going on better?
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
So tell me what drinking alcohol means to you.
Well, I guess more than anything, it's a social thing. I used to go out almost every night when I was in university. It would kind of be like a way for me and my friends to let off steam because school's, always so stressful. And the nights out that I had were some of the best nights, just because of the time I spent with my friends. And then I graduated school and I lost touch with some of those friends and I just became really depressed. I guess it was around then that drinking stopped being fun and started feeling more like a necessity for me to kind of get through the day.
Yeah, I understand. Losing friends is definitely hard to deal with, especially in your case because it sounds like you guys were all so close. And it also sounds to me that drinking has now become more of a chore for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a chore, one that's not fun to do, but you have to be done it or else you can't really function.
So do you think you can take me through a night of your drinking?
Sure. So if it's a work day, I don't really start drinking till 5 p.m. because that's when I get home from work. But on the weekend, I will drink casually through the day. If I'm going out to the bar, I will pre-drink in my house and usually get drunk before heading to the bar because it's a good way to save money. And then once I'm at the bar, I usually get guys to buy drinks for me, and on a good night, I get drunk so fast that I pass out when I get home. It reminds me of my university days, honestly. Sometimes when I drink certain things like whiskey, I can become an angry drunk and can get up in a fight, like I did last night, I think. But it doesn't happen too often. I don't black out all the time, just a few times a month, I would say. I live with my mom and she says that when I come home from the bar really drunk, I can be rude, but I don't believe her. She says I need help, but I'm just too ashamed of my drinking to admit that she's right, I guess. I also don't want gossip to be spread around me. You know how people are. They love a good story and they can be so mean and it doesn't matter.
So I'm hearing that while you enjoy drinking and sometimes getting blackout is enjoyable, it also makes you feel a little bit ashamed, especially when you get into fights or when your mom confronts you about your drinking.
Yeah, you're right. I do enjoy drinking a lot, and yes, there are times it does make me feel ashamed of myself. I just don't want to have to deal with all the drama that comes with admitting you have an actual drinking problem.
So what are the benefits of continuing to drink the way that you are?
Well, like I said before, not having to deal with the drama that comes with admitting that I have a problem, it's just easier that way. And it honestly is a way for me to cope with my depression, so.
Okay, and what do you think the benefits are of getting help for your drinking behaviors?
Well, I guess my relationship with my mom would really improve. Yeah, it would probably improve by a lot. And I guess I would be able to maintain my relationships, my friends and stuff, better in general. So yeah, I guess I would have more friends in my life again if I did stop drinking.
Your relationship, just in general, your relationships would improve if you did stop drinking, but you find that right now it's easier for you just to not deal with it. Okay, how ready right now, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being very 100% ready, are you in regards to making a change for your drinking?
Honestly, that makes me like scared to think about right now. So like, if you were asking me to make a change like right now, like at this moment, I would probably say like a 2 or 3 at best.
Well, that's a good starting point. It isn't a 0, and there's room for improvement, so that's okay. Like, don't worry about that. What do you think it would take for you to go from a 2 or a 3 to say an 8 or a 9?
Well, I think the first thing is that I need help with my depression because like my drinking won't stop if it's not addressed. I know that for sure.
Well, I think it's a really good thing that you know so much about yourself. So if there was an alternative provided to you to help you cope with your depression, would you be more willing to think about getting help for your drinking?
Yeah, I honestly think that would help for sure. Like, it makes me feel more safe knowing that something would be done about my depression. I would feel more confident if I could make a change knowing that I was being supported around that, like, first, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we can arrange. I just have another question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is changing your drinking behaviors to you?
Well, the more that we talk, the more I realize that it is something that actually is important to me. Like, I wish it was something that was fun and social again, and I wish that my mom would stop bugging me or not feel the need to like have to say anything at all, you know? So probably I guess the answer would be like an 8 out of 10. Like, I'm just worried. It just worries me about how others will like think of me if like I come out and say like, oh, I have a problem with alcohol, you know?
So it seems that making a change is really important to you. However, you are worried about the potential ramifications of admitting that you do have a drinking problem. I can't say that I know what it feels like, but I am sure it's a very scary thing to think about. And it is okay to be scared because change is scary.
Yeah, change is really scary. But I don't know, like I might be able to try getting help for my drinking, like as long as I get help for my depression, like at the same time.
Well, that's definitely something I can help you with in terms of getting you resources for your depression. I also think that there are different types of help you can get for your drinking. There are group sessions and individual sessions, online sessions. If you do not feel ready for group sessions, I can get you in contact with someone who can do individual sessions. And if you don't want to do face-to-face, there's also online as well, which might be something you would be interested in. How does that sound?
That actually sounds great. Like individual or even like the like not face-to-face sessions. Like at first, that sounds like it would be better for me. Like at this point, I think.
That is great. Is there anybody in your life that would be able to support you during this transition period?
Well, honestly, I think my mom would definitely be on board with like helping me with this because, like I said, like she's been bugging me to get help forever. So, yeah, I definitely think that like we could count my mom as like probably my biggest supporter.
And that's also a really great way to work on your relationship with her too. So what will be your next step?
I guess I have to go and tell my mom that I want to get help for my drinking and my depression and that I'm going to need her help. So just like talking to her about that and seeing what she thinks.
I think that's a really great first step to make. So to summarize, if you got help for your depression, you will be more willing to go to a program for your drinking because this will improve your relationship with not only your mom, but others in your life in general.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's exactly like what I'm feeling. Thank you so much for like helping me through this.
No need for thanks. I'm really happy you were willing to talk to me and we were able to come up with a plan together on how to make you feel happier. And feel free to come back and keep me updated on your progress.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. See you
Take
later.
care.